Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Twin Flame Daily Tarot. My name is Tony, and this is today's daily Twin Flame Tarot forecast for Thursday, July 30th, 2020. However, anytime you are watching this is exactly when you were intended to be here because time is limitless. So welcome back to my returning subscribers, and hello if you are new here. As I said, this is the Twin Flame Daily Tarot. First, we'll pull for our Divine Feminine, then we'll pull for our Divine Masculine, and lastly, we'll pull for our collective Twin Flame couple. If you see any deck you like, they will be linked below in the descriptions. And when I refer to the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, Divine refers to holy. Feminine and masculine does not refer to one specific gender. So are y'all ready? Let's get going. Let's get our sage out. Let's smudge the table. Apparently there's a very loud motorcycle driving around. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get it going. All right. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. And I'm going to clear, bless, protect, activate, and fully align all of my chakras and energetic auric grid systems. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm just going to let that sage burn. This is the first time we've done one of our tarot readings in this room, so I'm just going to let it kind of get smoky in here for a minute. All right, let's set the tone for this reading. Beautiful. Man, it's really nice in here. All right, let's set our intentions by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We ask our angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides to please join us, to please help us to understand and interpret these messages as we receive them. All right, everybody, let's get going. Divine Feminine, you're up first. You're going to pull from the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. Okay. Well, how's everybody on Thursday? I am officially 1 week into moving into my home, and we're starting to get a lot more settled, thankfully. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what messages do we have for our Divine Feminine? Keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Beautiful. That's right. Feminines were never alone. Starseed, what lights you up? Looks like your angels are asking you to go inside yourself today. Find out what makes you happy today. And last cut, you pulled no. No, 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 no. So if any of you have a direct question, if you have come to this asking, the answer is no. Wait or postpone. Cancel if you can. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. We just need one card, please, on the table for our Divine Feminine. Wow, okay. I asked for one and I got like 20. Hang on. Goodness. Okay. Try this again. I'm sitting, okay, so if you can see, my hands are right in front of the camera. I'm sitting behind the camera because this is a new setup and I'm not entirely sure if I'm feeling this. So tomorrow I may adjust a wee bit. Nope. Nope, almost. All right, I'm gonna give it 3 shovels. 3, 2, and then we'll take the top card on this one if it doesn't land on the table. All right, top card. What do we get? Play. Play. Have fun, celebrate. Don't be serious, Divine Feminine. At the bottom of the deck, you pulled the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Ooh, ooh, look at this. You know, the foundations of this house are being split open from dark and scary to beautiful. What are you holding on to that's keeping you from, getting out of the dark and scary and into that beautiful bright? But let's talk about this. Play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious, Divine Feminine. All right, let's see what that's about. I mean, it seems pretty self-evident, right? The angels are saying, you're being too serious right now, Divine Feminine. Let's see. Play. Here we go. Stop taking life so seriously. Your spirit needs to have some fun. The more you play, the more inspiration will follow. Take some time out to do something without being attached to the outcome. You are being called to rest and play and learn and have more fun. Do something that makes you laugh. The best medicine around. Spend more time doing things just because you love to do them, just because they bring you joy and they light you up. That's funny. Remember on the card, well, on the cut, it said, Starseed, what lights you up? Do things just because they light you up. Ah, I love it when Spirit does that. If you follow what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. For when you are lit up, you are in your spirit. And when you are in your spirit, you fall into the flow of life. I mean, DF, baby, get lit. DF is lit. All right, I like that message. Okay, so have more fun, play more, and celebrate your achievements. You've been working hard lately, Divine Feminine, and the angels are asking you that it's time for you to come and celebrate how far you've come. They want you to, the angels are asking, please don't rush ahead to the very next thing. You take a moment and pause and celebrate how far you've come and enjoy life for a minute, Divine Feminine. You've been working very, very, very hard. It's time to reward yourself. Have some fun. Okay, Divine Feminine, let's pull for your tarot. You are going to pull for, trying to get this all out, sorry, the Paulina Tarot by Paulina and Cassidy. Like I said, this is a new setup, so I'm trying to get comfortable here. A little awkward, a little shifty. Here we go. There you go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, gods. Ooh, you're starting out with your Knight of Cups. You know, that's that knight on the white horse who comes in to save you. So it looks like some of you are going to be, either rescued or one rescuing today, but you're going to have maybe some thoughts, some sudden inspiration. Here we go. Ten of Swords. Some of you are done with it, though. Some of you are dead and need to be saved. So it's interesting. You pull the Knight of Cups and then the Ten of Swords. So she's like the woman that needs to be saved. But, it's 2020. We don't need, you don't need to save me. But can you run away with me? Right, Taylor? Swifty, shout out. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, some of you have been feeling like you've just been pouring from an empty cup, haven't you? Yeah, that's what that ten of Swords is about. Y'all been pouring from an empty cup. You need to save yourself. That is crazy. Y'all, you pull the Knight of Cups. He's about, emotional and love and coming in and saving yourself. And then you pulled the Ten of Swords, which is about being emotionally drained. And then you pulled the Ace of Cups, which is about, pouring from an empty cup. You are emotionally drained and need to save yourself. You need to go out and light yourself up and have some fun. Even on the cut. Look at that. Wow, okay. You just jumped straight to the message. All right, Divine Feminine, what's happening here? Three of Swords. What's going on with y'all? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Whew. Okay, y'all are having some deep thoughts today. Page of Swords. All right, let's talk about that. Dang it, where's my drink? Oh, no, I didn't forget my drink. All right, good. Sorry, y'all. I'm super thirsty. Swords. Swords represent our thoughts and our thoughts and our focus. And of course, the Suit of Swords represent the air signs, the Aquarius, our Gemini, and our Libra. Three of Swords, this is just a painful separation. This is heartbreak. This is grief. This is rejection. So some of you are just feeling this is just down. This is depressed, heartbroken, separation. Some of you have just been going through a very lonely time right now. And then at the bottom of the deck is that Page of Swords in reverse. And this is that guy who's just, he's all talk, right? How do I explain the Page of Swords? He's a guy who, he talks a lot, he talks a big game, but he doesn't actually, he's that dad who says, oh, sure, I'll, call you, but then never calls a kid, never shows up when it's convenient. He's all talk, no action, right? Or he's that guy who makes big promises, but never delivers, right? So I have a feeling that this is where, this is what you've been sitting in. Maybe you've been dealing with this person even, somebody in your life has been promising you something and they haven't been showing up, or in reverse, or conversely, not in reverse, but conversely, it could be you. Maybe you've been making promises, maybe you've been trying to make changes, or maybe you've been, wanting to do something for yourself and you haven't been able to deliver. Whatever it is, whether it's somebody doing this to you or you're doing it to yourself, Divine Feminine, this is where it's leaving you. It's just leaving you feeling very heartbroken, very sorrowful. You're grieving. Some of you may be even in mourning, okay? This may be a very specific, I hear daddy issues kind of even. This to me is kind of like a daddy issue almost. Like this is a very immature father who broke his daughter's heart even, because look, this is the Page, this is the masculine, and here's the feminine, right? So, and this deck anyway is represented as the feminine. So some of you may be even dealing with daddy issues, but regardless, It's interesting because then you have the Two of Wands, right? Oh gosh, and the Five of Swords. Dang, y'all are really having some pretty low thoughts today, Divine Feminine. Your energy has been low, okay? So our angels are telling you, you need to get out there and play, have fun and celebrate, and don't be so serious. If anything, if anything, you just take that energy and put it on the shelf for the night and get out there and have some fun, especially this weekend. You see that sun shining down. We are in Leo season, right? So, you know, it is time to take the sorrow, take the pain, take the grief, and put it on the shelf for a minute. It'll still be there whenever you're ready to come back, okay? Right now, it's time for you, my loved divine, you know, my loving, beautiful divine feminines. It's time for you to just kind of go have some fun. Go light yourself up, okay? All right, masculine. Let's find out what's going on with y'all. Okay, Kyle Gray's Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. Feminine's kind of started this out. You know, I'll be honest, feminine, y'all have been having some kind of heavier energies the last few weeks, though, haven't we? That's okay. I mean, we're in a season of transmutation right now, divine feminine. We're in a season of taking, you know, the sins from the past and transmuting them and healing them and changing them into something better and returning them back to love. Okay, and that energy of feeling like just this very, you know, I mean, this could also be, a lot of us are just feeling the collective energy of all talk, no action. You know, a lot of us want change to come, and we hear people, you know, our leaders saying, oh, we'll do this, but it's all, you know, it's all talk, no action. And for a lot of us, that just has us like, oh, why am I even fighting? Why am I fighting this fight? You know, okay, hey, take the day off. Let's go recharge. Get out in that beautiful Leo sun today, tomorrow, this weekend, and, you know, get you some playtime. You need it, divine feminine. You really do. All right, as I said, divine masculine, let's go. We're going to pull from Angels and Ancestors, Kyle Gray. Here it is. Angels, Ancestors, Guardians, guys, what messages do we have for a divine masculine? The she-wolf, unleash the wild within. Woo! Howl at the moon. Actually, divine masculine, I believe on Tuesday we got that full moon in Aquarius coming up. All right, second cut. Fire guardian, ignite your, what does it say? Ignite your passions. Ooh, howl at the moon and ignite your passions. Divine masculine, they want you to tap into yourself. Wow, that sounds like fun. All right, lastly, you pulled on the cut, sage. Be devoted and committed. Dang. They know, I'm telling you, your angels are already starting out telling y'all that y'all know you have it within you. You have it tapped. You have the energy. You know the answers. They're telling you to tap into your own inner intuition. That is what that is. Your angels are calling at you. Ancestors are calling at you, divine masculine, today. They're saying tap into your own intuition. Listen to them. Oh, there it is. That's too many. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. Divine masculine just needs one card, please, on this table. So do you like this new setup I have as far as the table goes? This is my great-grandmother's table from Morocco. I think she got it in the 60s. And then I don't know where she got that sign back there of all the planets, the solar system. But I love it. Oh, there we go. Divine masculine. Let's see what you got. Traveler, move in a new direction. I love this. This feels like a Sagittarius to me. And see, at the bottom of the deck, you've got, oh, I love it when she shows up. What did I say about your intuition? I said, y'all need to be, the angels are begging you, your ancestors, oh heck, your ancestors are begging you to tap into your intuition. And look what you got at the bottom of the deck. High Priestess, harness mystic power. They are telling you to tap into your intuition. Okay? That's exactly what they're saying. They're saying tap into that intuition. All right, Traveler. Hang on 2 seconds. Let me find y'all. Here we go. Traveler. She's beautiful. She kind of looks like my favorite astrologer, Chanie Nichols. I don't know if y'all know who that is. She's a very famous astrologer. But this is what she looks like. All right, Traveler, moving in a new direction. Welcome any opportunities to travel either to the outer world or to your inner worlds. The road you are on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be a highly beneficial one for both your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because this will make your journey more enjoyable. You are also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how far you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way, you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. Traveler. So, this is just, for some of you, this is very specifically that some of you are about to go on a trip, whether it's just a business trip, a pleasure trip, whatever, or it could be you're moving. But for a lot of you, Divine Masculine, what this is just recognizing how far y'all have come. Y'all have really stepped up to the plate the last, I'd say, month to 6 weeks. And you've been showing up. You've been doing the inner work, okay? And that is what we need. That is what we need more of. This world needs you to show up for yourself. The inner work, do the inner work, the process of awakening and understanding. It's so important, okay? This is funny. This card often comes up when you have a chance to go through a process of awakening and to help you understand even more about the amazing qualities you have to share with the world. Often such journeys can be lonely, but this in itself can teach you that you are never really alone and your angels or ancestors are there for you. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. This is just confirming to me that you, Divine Masculine, you're showing up. You have never stopped doing the work these last few weeks. You have been, and it's tiring and it's exhausting, and I know y'all are some days over it, but you haven't given up, and I'm very proud of you for that, Divine Masculine. Keep doing the work. The world loves a man who's a hard worker. All right, Divine Masculine, you're going to pull from the Universal Weight Tarot, the Rider-Waite. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what messages do we have for our Divine Masculine? Dude, again, 3 of Swords, just like the Divine Feminine right here, but this time it's in reverse. So that means your broken heart, you're on the way to healing your broken heart. You're moving past your sorrows and past your grief. You're, getting through it. You're recovering. Oh, looky here. The Hierophant in reverse. This is change, and this is, doing things in the non-traditional way. The path. What's funny is that's taking the path less traveled, and that's exactly what that said. It's taking the path less traveled. Sometimes that's a lonely path. Sometimes you got to go down the path less traveled, but you got to do the work for yourself. And looky here, and then you pull the King of Cups. He's that. I always call him the king of the heart, king of my heart, but he's just that super emotionally balanced king who. He's really in control of himself, right? And that's what you're doing. You're on the path to getting control of yourself. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. We just need 1 card, please, for our Divine Masculine. Tell us more about this journey they are on, this road less traveled, if you will. Here we go. Let's see what you get. Ooh, beautiful, Divine Masculine. You pulled the Queen of Pentacles. She's one of my favorite because she's just that really down to earth. She's super motherly and practical, and she's very, she's she's very financially secure. She takes care of her family. She makes sure the bills are paid, and she maybe even clips coupons. Interesting. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. You got the 9 of Swords. Y'all are pulling a ton of swords. Look, sword, sword, sword. Nicely though, this is the 9, so that's the the end of the cycle. And also, thankfully, if this is wait, I said thankfully, I didn't mean to say thankfully, but however, not, I don't know what in my mouth, y'all hang on, rewind that sentence, start over. It is 9, and that's what I was trying to say. Thankfully, it's a 9, so this is the end of a cycle is what I'm trying to say. But unthankfully, this is, regardless, this is a 9 of Swords. There is really just no way this card plays nicely. This is kind of like, kind of feeling depressed, kind of feeling down, it's just kind of, reaching out because you're in despair, okay? So, Divine Masculine, at the bottom of the deck, for a while now, you've just been feeling down. Maybe even a little depressed. Interesting, look what's right under that. You pulled, oh shoot, hang on. Look what's right under that. You've been feeling depressed. If I had to think, it has something to do with maybe your family life. Could be childhood, but it also could be very much your children and your home and your family at home. Because the reason why you've been feeling so down and depressed is because this is what you've been wanting. You have pulled this so many times the past few weeks. This is all you've been wanting, but the reason why you're not getting it is because you're not listening to your own intuition. Your intuition is out of alignment. Okay, look, you're not doing your lessons. I mean, damn, this deck is telling you're being told on Divine Masculine, look, you haven't been doing the work. You haven't been listening. Okay, you have been doing the work. You just haven't been listening. Though you may be doing the work, you're not getting the point of doing the work is to listen to your own intuition. You want very much this very happy, very balanced, happy home, family life. And, but instead your family, the thing that you want the most, your own inner child, he's just been feeling kind of down. He's been feeling kind of down, right? Well, guess what? I got news for you. Now's your chance. Now is your chance. Now is your chance, Divine Masculine. Queen of Pentacles shows up for you today. She is that mama queen who is here to just make a very secure home, a very financially secure home. She's very practical. She has the ability to come up with solutions, very practical solutions. She's very logical, and she's going to help you navigate. Okay, she's here to help you navigate this path you're on. All right, she's ready to pull you out of this, this wounded inner child that you've been feeling, and help you restore to this. Okay, she knows this is what you want. The problem is that Divine Masculine, you're on a path, and I think I even told you yesterday, in fact, you need to be working on that inner child, Divine Masculine. You need to be working on that inner child. Well, here again, you need to be working on your inner child because it's wounded. Okay, and you need to be healing it, because as soon as you get to working on that, you're going to be able to build this secure, financially secure, practical, I don't know why I keep saying practical, but just very secure home, okay? And when I say secure home, I mean physically secure home, but I also mean your body, your soul is going to be housed within a home of peace, of love, of joy, okay? You're on this path, this road less traveled to discover who you really are. Okay? And that's what you're doing. When you're healing this wounded inner child, you'll get to discover, who are you? Oh, DM, who are you? DM, who are you? There you go. There's your titles. Okay. 20 Twin Twins, it's your turn. I just want to say something real quick, though. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine didn't pull play. Again, you are doing all the hard work. This is equal for both of you. Remember, we both have Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine aspects that lie within us. We both are everybody is doing all this at the same time. Just some of us are focusing more towards the feminine and some are leaning more towards the masculine, okay? But at the same time, on the inside of you, you've got to keep both of these balanced, all right? Just keep this in mind. We all need to play. While we're on the road less traveled, it's important that we play. Stop and smell the roses, okay? All right, 20 Twins, it's time for your first oracle. Twin Flames, let's see how our couples are going to be today. Now that we've talked about individually, let's see how our couples are going to get along today. We're going to first pull from the Moonology Oracle decks by Yasmin Bolin. I really enjoy this deck so much. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what messages do we have for our twin flames today? Full moon in Aquarius. You're about to have a full moon in Aquarius next Tuesday. So maybe whatever this message is about is going to come to a culmination on Tuesday. Show the world the real you. That's right. Divine Feminine, get lit. Divine Masculine, who are you? Show the world the real you. Damn, if that message didn't just come through twice. Double messages. Let's see what the next card is. Third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Y'all pulled that yesterday. Absolutely. Pulled that yesterday. Adjustments are required. Remember, you're on the road less traveled. Sometimes you got to readjust your sails as the wind blows, okay? And the last card on the cut is going to be the new moon in Virgo. It's time to give rather than take. Maybe you need to give yourself a break, though, okay? Stop. Give yourself a break and take, go play. All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what messages do we have for our twin flames today? Tell us about how our twins are going to be getting along today. There we go. Twins, you pulled. You pulled this 2 days ago, in fact. Nothing is yet set in stone. The mutable moon. In fact, I think you pulled it actually in this position. The mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Like I said, the road last traveled. I just said that. Sometimes the wind shifts. Sometimes you got to adjust your sails. Nothing is yet set in stone. So please, twins, be advised that while you are on this path less traveled, sometimes you've got to adjust, and sometimes you've got to be mutable. Sometimes you've got to stop being so. The reason why sometimes we butt up into so much resistance when we're trying to get to where we're going is because we think there's only one way of getting there, right? And I always say this about Dorothy and the yellow brick road, but she just had to trust that when that road took a turn and she couldn't see where it was going, she just had to trust that it was always going to get her to where she needed to go, right? So that's you. You just got to be mutable, and sometimes you just got to learn to go with the flow. At the bottom of the deck, you did pull the full moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. But a fiery climax approaches. This is interesting, though, because this means maybe something big is coming for y'all. So let's see. The mutable moon. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was up front. I remember now. Well, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Where was it? I guess I'll just have to go to... Oh, I was right. It was in the back of the book. Page 108. I was right the first time. There it is. The mutable... Mutable is all about change. Shape-shifting even. That something is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. So it's not over till it's over, baby. It's not over till it's over. Anytime you pull this card, it suggests that there's the opportunity to keep visualizing and affirming what you want, as there's still room for change. So think about what you want. Okay, what do you want? What do you want, twins? In fact, this would be a very good time for you two maybe to sit down and to have a quick conversation and to check that you're both still on the same page and that you're, in alignment with each other and with each other's goals. Now's a great time to adjust the sails. If you're both like, well, hey, this plan that we have, we planned A, B, C, and A is fine, C is fine, but B isn't working so great. Okay, well, let's adjust B. Now's a great time, all right? All right, last oracle card for the day. Getting into the vortex with Abraham Hicks. Here we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. I just spilled it everywhere. Okay, y'all. Yeah, this little setup I have is not going to work. My legs are already falling asleep. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, Abraham, what messages do we have for our twin flames today? So I never read these cut cards because they're such long messages, and I would add another 10 minutes. So we just shuffle these cards if you all are new here and never seen me shuffle these cards before. It's one of the few decks that I don't read on the cut. All right, shuffled them 3 times. Let's go. Well, I'm sorry. Excuse my neighbor's card. Life in the big city, right? And I have the window right above me open so that the smoke would go out the window and not into my face. And that seems to backfire, huh? All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, we just need 1 card, please, on the table. Yeah, I thought you were going to get that one. All right, we'll take 2 more shuffles and then we'll take the top card. So 2... and last shuffle. There it is. What do we get? Hang on. Try not to drop the rest of the deck. Let's see. Number 34. Ooh, that's number 7, the lucky path. Inspired action is always pleasurable action. I love this. See, they think it, they say it, and then they feel it. It comes to life. As they think it, they create it. As they speak it, they create it. And it's pleasurable. See how they're happy? Inspired action is always pleasurable action. The dominance of your thoughts is what brings everything to you and is what is behind the action that you offer. By seeking good feeling thoughts that align with your source, your action will then always feel good. You cannot muster enough action to compensate for misaligned thought. But action that is inspired from aligned thought is always pleasurable action. I want to repeat that last sentence, okay? And I'm going to break that down real slowly. You cannot muster enough action to compensate for misaligned thought. In other words, when you are out of alignment and you go, and take an action because you think it's, it's what you should do. Hey, it feels good. Let's do this. But you're not in alignment. Well, let me tell you what's going to happen right after that. You're never going to be able to because it's not in alignment, you're going to spend your entire time doing nothing but cleaning that mess up. That ish is going to be a big ish. Let me tell you, it's going to be a big, big, big mess. You're going to have to clean up, and you're going to spend all your energy cleaning up the mess you made instead of just doing what you should have been doing in the first place. However, action that is inspired from aligned thought is always pleasurable. And when it's pleasurable, that means you don't have to go around cleaning up the messes you make. So in other words, when you are in alignment, because see how this adds up to, it's number 34, number 34 adds up to number 7. So when you, number 7 is about being on the lucky path, okay? So when you are in alignment, you are on the lucky path. So remember, this is so funny. You pulled nothing is yet set in stone, and then you pulled inspired action is always pleasurable action. So what they're trying to tell you is some of you are not in alignment. Some of you are not taking inspired action. And so the angels are asking you to please adjust your sails, okay? To look at the path that you're on and to be flexible and to adjust it, because inspired action will feel good, okay? Nothing is yet set in stone. Remember, just because, right now you're feeling defeated, your inner child is feeling pretty wounded right now, nothing is yet set in stone. Let's realign. Let's get into that Queen of Pentacles bag, right? Where she is like making those, really strong, safe choices, that provide security for her home, right? She's just really practical and down to earth, so let's look at it from a practical point of view. That's a thing, and I want to make sure something is said so clearly, because I don't hear this said often enough. Listen, spirituality equals logical. If it is not in logic, then it is not in alignment. The end. There is no other truth to that. If you are not standing in logic, then you cannot be standing in alignment, because there is no room for illogical in alignment, because alignment is pure source creator energy. There is no room for illogical at that point, okay? So if it doesn't make sense, then it is not pleasurable. And if it is not pleasurable, it is not inspired action. And I think that Divine Feminine, maybe that's part of what you're feeling here too, sweetheart, okay? That you haven't been maybe... the reason why you keep butting into this human being who's all talk, no action, is because you're not taking inspired actions, okay? Take the weekend, and that's leaving you feeling like that. Take the weekend, get out in that Leo sun and recharge. And after you've had some time to recharge and ground down and light yourself up and have fun, then you're going to be able to readjust your course, okay? Woo, 20 twins, this is getting long. Let's not get out. Let's finish it for the day. Last cards for the day, and then we're going to close it out. The Chrysalis Tarot by Tony Brooks. I hope y'all have enjoyed this, and if you have, I would love it. If you haven't already subscribed, if you would subscribe, or if you would like this video or share it with someone who might find this useful, or if you want to hit the little notification bell, get new notifications. I post new content Monday through Friday, okay? All right, let's get going. All right, there we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what messages do we have for our twin flames today? Wow, y'all got a card already. And no, y'all got 2 cards already. No, you got 3 cards. We are literally going to take them just like that. Just the freaking heck like that. All right, we read past, present, future. This card sits between the past and the present. This card sits, oh, sorry about that, sits between the present and the future. And as always, all the cards at the bottom of the deck are clarifier cards. In other words, what is the root of this reading? So here we go. Let's go. Twins, if I can get it to pick it up. There we go. Sorry, that's my foot you hear on my wooden floor. Okay, in the past, we have the Two of Stones. He's one of my favorite cards on this deck because he's kind of the Papa Bear card. Two of Stones. He's, okay, so y'all got a couple. How many pentacles do y'all have? Stones, and what's that? Oh, the Empress. Okay. Well, you got 2 pentacles on the card, on the deck here, on the table here, I should say. Pentacles are your earth signs, your Virgo, your Taurus, and your Capricorn. Wasn't there another? No, but you did pull Taurus earlier when pulled Hierophant. So you are pulling a lot of Pentacles. Pentacles represent the material world, right? Your finances and your career. 2 of Pentacles, he's about balancing the choices that you make, right? He's very adaptable. He's very good at prioritizing his choices, all right? So I feel like, because this is the past, this is you. This is you realizing that you need to work on balancing your spiritual and your materialistic life, right? And this is you starting to take that step towards, you know, a new you, you know, a new beginning, and learning how to do that dance, that fine dance, and realizing that, you know, life is not set in stone. Maybe you have been on just this one path, and that's interesting because see, look, he's standing on just this one path, and maybe that's you. Maybe you've been standing just on this one path in the past, and then you start to realize, hey, nothing is yet set in stone. Look at him. What is he standing on? 2 of Stones. Holy crap. I love it. Spirit. Hang on. Fist bump. Fist bump, Spirit. That's awesome. I love it when you do that. Anyway, nothing is yet set in stone. So this is you in the past, realizing that life is not set in stone. The path you're on does not have to be the path you stay on. And then maybe it's ready for you. Maybe it's time for you to take a different path, a new path, okay? So this is you stepping into that new path, reaching for that new balance of life, okay? So moving forward into the present. Looky here, y'all. Look what you are. Look at you being Gaia. Look at you being the Empress. Heck yes. Stepping into, you know, your intuition, right? You know, stepping into your own divine feminine nature, accepting your own abundance, your own creativity, your own, I don't know why my hand went up. I'm looking at the cards around. I'm not looking at the card in front of me on the screen. Sorry. Where's the deck? She's Gaia. Y'all know Gaia is Mother Earth. Hang on, here's the book. She's Gaia. She's Mother Earth. Let's see what she says here about Gaia. Here she goes. Gaia, the ground we walk upon belongs to... Oh, I'm so glad we're reading this. Hang on. The very ground that we walk upon contains a holistic, conscious, self-regulating biosphere, a oneness we call Gaia, who sustains all life on earth. Gaia is surrounded by the abundant beauty of her creation. She cradles a white dove, symbolic of peace, love, and divinity. We're not going to read about all this. Gaia is one of the chrysalis cards honoring the Great Mother. When Gaia graces your reading, she reminds you to be a positive, nurturing, and loving person. By doing so, you will co-create your own abundance, and that's what I wanted to say. This is you stepping into the co-creator role. This is you stepping into your own intuition. Good for freaking you. This is you stepping off just the one platform of materialism and stepping towards the spiritualistic side, moving towards a more balanced side. Heck yes. Now, moving forward, interesting, Ace of Mirrors in reverse. This is the Ace of Cups. Oh, sorry about that. My foot hit the table. I apologize. This is the Ace of Cups in reverse, however. So this is just, you know, some blocked emotion, right? This is some repressed emotion even. So hang on, I'm trying to look at something here. It's interesting because in this one, you see how the water's flowing out of it, and now, you know, the water's flowing into the mirror. These two cards both actually kind of look the same. You see how it's flowing out and in, right? So what's interesting about this, though, is what this is saying is right above it. Inspired action is always pleasurable action. So this is you in the future, okay? This is some repressed emotions coming up, okay? And I have a feeling that what it's saying here, here's this repressed emotion here, and again, the repressed emotion here, or it could even be this one for the Divine Feminine, but the repressed emotion. So you got on this path, you've been stepping into your own intuition, you've been stepping into, this co-creator role and recognizing that you can co-create the life of your own. But as you're doing the dark, the deep work, you're doing the deep dive, you're going into shadow work, you're doing inner child work, because we all understand that without the shadow, there cannot be the light. You've got to balance, do the light work and the shadow work, and you're doing it. But here's the thing, as you're doing it, some of you are bumping into maybe these blocks, okay? These blocks are hitting you. And the reason that these blocks are hitting you is because you are not you're not taking inspired action because you're not, while you are understanding okay, let me get the word straight here. While you understand you're on this path, you're still not understanding that before you can take any action, you need to make sure you're in alignment before you take the action, okay? So maybe you're getting these inspired, maybe all of a sudden you're getting these inspirational thoughts that are just coming out of the blue, and you think, oh, these are inspirational thoughts, these are inspired thoughts, this is what I should be doing. But did you check? Did you get into alignment and tap into your own self and ask your higher self, hey, does this feel good? I'm serious. That's all you got to ask. Does this feel good? Your higher self you'll either feel light or you'll feel heavy. Physically, your body will. It's called the muscle test, I believe is what they call it. It's been so long since I've looked this up. I forget now what they call it. The muscle tension test, maybe. I can't remember. Look this up. Christy Shepherd. Heck, I can't remember who it was that taught that many years ago. Anyway, but basically, you can check in with yourself. Does this feel good to me? And you'll feel light or heavy, and you'll know, okay? So if you're not taking inspired action, then you're going to be bumping into these blocks and these creative blocks, okay? And that's why. It's because you're not in alignment. And look what you pulled at the bottom of the deck 2 days in a row. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune keeps on turning. This is the end of one cycle, the beginning of another cycle, all right? And so they're asking you for every single time it's interesting because, the wheel keeps on turning, keeps on turning, keeps on turning, right? So every time you bump into one of these blocks, the wheel asks you to stop. Understand that you've now got something in the cog, a block in the cog. What am I trying to say, y'all? I'm trying to use a metaphor that I can't find, so let's just move on past it. What they're asking you is every single time the wheel keeps turning and every time it comes to a stop is because you have bumped into some resistance. They're asking you to stop and to get into inspired divine alignment. You cannot muster enough action to compensate for misaligned thought, but action that is inspired from aligned thought will always, always move that Wheel of Fortune forward, okay? All right, Divine Twins, I hope that this was helpful for you, and if it was, I would so appreciate it if you share it, like, comment, subscribe, or hit that little bell to get notifications, and know that I post new content most days. I always post content Monday through Fridays, sometimes on the weekend, so come back if you enjoyed this, and I love you so much, and know that I hope that you keep on praying, and I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna let you go. Okay, bye, y'all.